Hi, my name's Nick Acquarola and I'm the Global Parts Solutions Manager here at Pentana Solutions. With me today is Noel Connolly, and he's our Systems Architect and has been with Pentana Solutions for well over 20 years and has a vast experience in our industry. What we're here to talk to you about today is a little about the Preston Motors warehouse project, and Noel, if you could probably tell us a little bit more about it and what we've done for them to get it going.
Sure. Preston Motors have been in Melbourne for around 100 years, or over 100 years now, and a long-standing customer of ours. Over the last decade or so, we've spent a lot of time with them, particularly in the parts space, trying to help them with solutions and modernisation of processes. And the Campbellfield warehouse project was their second warehouse project for us in the space of 12 or so months, and that was surrounding a purpose-built structure out at their Campbellfield location to modernise their facility and replace their existing warehouse.
So, Noel, Preston Motors have suggested that they had a real challenge in building an efficient warehouse that was going to support their growth into the future. What was the challenge for us to help them achieve that?
Well, the challenge for us is trying to make sure that we give them the right software solution to help them get into the building to get going, but also to set them up for their future, both in the short term and the long term. They stipulated very early on that this was a long-term project for them. So it was important in the project design and implementation that we understood their needs now and into the future, and hence why the dynamic solution was decided on by both them and in conjunction with us. And so the challenges were to, I guess, incorporate all that need in and around the busy project of what is building a brand new facility with a lot of technology built into it.
And I guess no doubt there was still a lot of business as usual stuff that they had to go through.
Oh, correct. Yeah, correct. They're running their daily operation of stacks of parts going out in every direction all day long, trying to manage that, the continuance of that, in conjunction with the build, and making sure that they're preparing for the move as well, and making sure everything's set up, and the whole planning process is huge, to be honest.
No doubt that's challenging. In my years at Pentana, I know that we've been very honest with some of our customers during projects, and sometimes they can be hairy conversations. Don talks about a late night call that he got from you one evening during this project. Perhaps you can elaborate a little bit more about what that call was.
Sure. So Don and I, it's not strange for us to catch up in the evening on the way home. We talk about what's going on in his space and our space. But this project was very much at the forefront of both of our minds at that point in time. And to be honest, I had some concerns about the facility was extremely large, and the software they were proposing to implement does a very good job at I guess compacting and making very good use of the storage facility. So, large operation, possibly not going to be as filled as what I might have expected it to be to use that software. I had some concerns about that, and indeed the resourcing in terms of, I guess, a subject matter expert or a product champion to drive the project. It looked like they were a little bit short in that area, and we really needed them to make the most of the software to heavily engage in having someone own that element of the configuration of all the storage solutions, all the categorisation and all the mappings and the sizing management. So we needed that to make the project a success, and Don I guess took that call as a point in time that they really needed to rethink and make sure that that was really where they wanted to go. And so jointly, I guess we had that chat, and from then later on we did proceed, but we always like to make sure we're delivering a solution that's appropriate for the requirement, and that's what we went through at that point.
Yeah, something that really makes sense. Finally, Noel, I guess from a change management point of view, a project such as this, there'd be lots and lots of learnings. So what learnings did you take out of it, and perhaps even Preston Motors take from the implementation?
Well, warehouse transitions or moves are brutal. There's no other word to describe it. So they need a lot of planning, and the change management. It's a very big thing for the staff to move into a brand new facility, new technology, and in this case, they were, going to be working with a conveyor system. So many people had never even seen a conveyor system or nor heard of it, and sort of understand how that all works and how it all flows and what it all means to their day-to-day activity. So Don was very, very good on, and his people, of course, were very good on making sure that they got the training in early. They were able to take people over to their Dandenong facility, which we'd done a year prior, and put in the same sort of software package, albeit with a different conveyor solution. So he made sure that they were up to speed on what was happening, why it was happening, how their jobs would change, where they fit in, and just to give them that certainty. And for us, that's important, so that when we get to day one and we're trying to make sure everything's ticking along nicely, that we haven't got people running around, upset about things they didn't know about, nor knowing how to drive their warehouse. So I think future projects, even though we do stipulate that they get people very well trained and on board beforehand, if anything, we're going to absolutely demand that happens, just to make sure everyone's engaged, because it's a much better outcome for the customer and their operation.
Awesome, thanks. So I guess from our point of view, we want Global Path Solutions to deliver some real efficiencies to our industry, and we'll do everything we can to work with our customers to deliver that.